of its first director. I would like to commence the proceedings of this event by requesting our chief guest for the day, Padma Shri Professor J.S. Guleria, to kindly ascend to the dais. Professor J.S. Guleria is a Professor Emeritus, National Academy of Medical Sciences, and is currently Senior Consultant General Medicine, Sitaram Bhartiya Institute of Science and Research. He has also been the head, Department of Medicine and Dean, All India Institute Medical Sciences. Welcome, sir. I now invite on stage Professor P.N. Tandon, Chairman, Governing Body of the Vallabhbhai Patel Chest Institute. I now have the pleasure of calling on stage Professor Sami Bahna, Chief, Allergy and Immunology Section, Louisiana State University, USA, and the past President of the American College of Allergy, Asthma and Immunology, USA. I invite Professor S.N. Gaur, Director, Vallabhbhai Patel Chest Institute, on the dais. Thank you, sir. Next, I call on stage Professor S.K. Chhabra, Head, Cardiorespiratory Physiology, Vallabhbhai Patel Chest Institute. Welcome, sir. I call upon stage Dr. Devi to welcome our chief guest, Professor J.S. Thank you, Devi. Thank you, Doctor. Of flowers to Professor Sami Bahna. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Devi, once again. Thank you, Professor S.K. Chhabra.
P.N. Tandon, Professor Sami Bahna, Professor Chhabra, Professor S.K. Jain, Professor Randhawa, Dr. Janesh Kanubo, Dr. Banwalekar, Dr. A.B. Singh, and faculty member of this institute, the students, the paramedical staff, and persons coming from other institutions, ladies and gentlemen. This is a proud moment again for Patel Chest Institute to have this second oration, which has been named after Professor Vishwanathan, Professor Colonel Raman Vishwanathan, VPCI Oration. Professor Vishwanathan, as we know, has been the founder of this institute. He has been a founder of National College of Chest Physicians India. He has been founder of Asthma Bronchitis Cancer Lung Foundation of India. And he has been a person who has been called in India as the father of chest disease. He is, after his heavenly award, the institute has instituted an award in his name in 1999. He's been a true academician, a very good teacher, and a very strict administrator and examiner as well. And I had the opportunity to work with him for 2.5 years. I learned a lot from him. And he was a true person who can be really called as father of chest disease in India. From 1999, this award has been conferred on Professor N.K. Ganguly, Professor S. Pintal, Dr. S. Lakshmi Narayan from USA, Dr. S. Padmavati, Professor J.S. Bajaj, Professor H.S. Randhawa, Professor Naranjan S. Dhalla from Canada, Professor C.N. Devinayagam, Professor K.K. Talwar, Professor C.R. Babu, Professor Peter J. Barnes from London, Professor M.K. Bhan, and Professor Dr. V.M. Katoch. I am really thankful to Professor Guleria, the chief guest of the function, who has consented and graced the occasion of this 14th Raman Vishwanathan VPCI Oration. Professor Guleria has been teacher of many of us, a person who has been a cardiologist, a real cardiologist, when we had very limited cardiologists in this country. excellent teacher, a clinician par excellence, and I really feel proud that I had some years to work with him as a joint secretary of National College of Chest Physicians when he was the president of that association, and thereafter secretary. A person very simple, very humble, and a down-to-earth person. And still he loves his students, and his students also love him. That's the property of a real good teacher. I welcome you, sir, for accepting our invitation to be the chief guest for this function. Professor P. N. Tandon, a person who is well known, I think the most known person in the medical fraternity at present. He has got many things feathered in his cap. He is Padam Vibhushan. He is a fellow of all the three scientific societies. He has created the Brain Research Center in Delhi, and then he is the chairman of our governing body, who has always encouraged us to do the academic activities, always helpful, and he has attended all of the functions. I am really thankful to you, sir, for blessing the occasion. Dr. Chawla and all other people who are present of the dais, the faculty members, paramedicals from the institutions nearby, I welcome you all. Now this year, this award is being given to Dr. Professor Sami Bana. Dr. Sami Bana, just to give you a brief introduction, is Professor of Pediatrics and Medicine, Y.K. Reddy, Professor in Allergy Immunology, Chief of Allergy and Immunology Section, Lusania State University Health Service Center, Sherport, Lusania. He has done MD in Honours, Cairo University, Doctorate degree in Public Health and at Alexandria University, and Research Fellow in the University of Bergen, Norway. In 1978, he joined Lusania State University as Chief of Pediatric Allergy, Immunology, and Director of its All India All Allergy Training Programs. In 1986, he became Professor in the Department of Pediatrics, Microbiology and Immunology, and Public Health and Preventive Medicine. In 1987, he moved to Cleveland, Ohio, USA, to become Chairman of the Allergy Immunology Department of Cleveland Clinic Foundation, where he founded an Allergy Immunology Training Program. In 1992, he joined the University of South Florida as Professor of Pediatrics and Medicine and Co-Director of Allergy Immunology Training Program. At All India All Children Hospital in St. Petersburg, in 2002, he joined LSU, Lusania State University School of Medicine, in Sherwood as Professor of Pediatrics and Medicine and Chief of the Allergy Section and Allergy and Immunology Section and Director of Allergy Immunology Training Program. Certified by American Board of Pediatrics, American Board of Allergy Immunology, Fellow of American Academy of Pediatrics, American Academy of Allergy, Asthma and Immunology, and American College of Allergy, Asthma and Immunology. He had numerous presentations of original researches on various platforms in the area of allergy, asthma and immunology. He has more than 250 publications and co-authored book on allergy with milk, which was translated into several languages, including Italian, Russian, and Japanese. He has been visiting professor at many prestigious institutions and frequently invited as speaker at major national and international meetings. He served as member or the chairman of numerous national committees, including Executive Committee of the American Academy of Pediatrics, Section on Allergy, Asthma and Immunology, Board of Regents of Executive Council of American College of Allergy, Asthma and Immunology, Board of Director of the Joint Council of American Allergy, Asthma and Immunology, reviewer for numerous journals, edited books, and currently Associate Editor of the Annals of Allergy Immunology. He received several honors and awards of special mention, the American College of Allergy, Asthma and Immunology, Clement won Cricket Award in 1978, Bella Schick Memorial Lectureship in 88, Bernard Berman Memorial Lectureship in 1996, International Distinguished Fellow in 1992, Distinguished Fellow in 2004, and John McGovern Lectureship in 2004. In 2005, Leonard Cho Humanism in Medicine Award, and he has been the past president of the American College of Allergy, Asthma and Immunology. Now I've got just introduced him in a very brief biodata. He's got plenty of things to credit to his achievements, and with this I am really thankful to Professor Bahana for accepting this award and gracing the occasions. He has come from USA at his own expenditures, and this is the first time that the allergy, immunology, the diagnosis and management workshop which we are having from 2nd of April, that we are having international faculty as the faculty of the workshop. Previously we were having only national faculty. And these two persons, Professor Bahana and Dr. J.S. Kanugo, they have come right from USA at their own expenditure. I am really thankful to both of you. As customary in this oration that we used to have some scientific activities before this oration. This time we decided that we are having the allergy workshop which are having annually along with international coordination, and this workshop has finished in the morning, pre-lunch session, and now we are having this award. So once again I thank you all for coming and gracing this occasion. Thank you.
Dear old friend, Dr. Bana, I just met him and I had not known him. But that shows the closeness of the two of the oldest cultures of this world, Egypt and India. We have had long association. My first one was Dr. Raman. When traveling from Bombay to London on ship, we landed in Port Said and then took a taxi to Cairo. And everywhere we went, there was one slogan, and that was Nehru, Nasir, bye bye. The moment our ship landed, that was the greatest. You went to a shop, you asked them to buy something, put you to one side, you are from India, there's a different price for you. Well, leave that aside. The fact is that these two cultures with a very, very, very long associations passed through a period which was a little depressed. The happy thing is that both these cultures are on the march to regain their old glory. I have a pleasure to be in Egypt several times. The last one was in Alexandria. And anybody who has not been there misses something which is unique. The Alexandria Library. We have heard about the Alexandria Library that was burned a great deal. But the new library, I never saw the old one, but I have seen the photographs of that. The new library is a piece of art, a seat of learning and culture, which I strongly recommend people to visit. So Dr. Sami, I add my word of welcome to you. And it's been very kind of you to accept the invitation and be here to receive this Oration Award. We have another friend who has accompanied him, Dr. Rajesh Kanuga, who comes from Ahmedabad originally, with which we have also a lot of association for many, many years. So this, the title that Dr. Sunny has chosen to talk about is the one that is dearest to the heart of people of my age. Such a young person has chosen that is really marvelous. We have been grumbling, people of my age of course, have always been grumbling that we are losing the physician in us. And that's what Dr. Guleria always demonstrated. And one thing that we learned from Dr. Guleria, it was how to be an outstanding clinician. Oh, of course, he's a good researcher and good teacher on that, but that's secondary. Very few people could beat him as a clinician over the years that I've known him. So when you chose this title, be the doctor first and last. In the present era of technology, most doctors today you go to with any complaint, before they have heard your history, the first thing they ask you, oh, MRI kara laiye, CT scan kara lijiye, give a big list of investigations without putting your stethoscope on the chest or your hand on the abdomen, or use a knee hammer for a neurological patient. And this choice of his talk reflects his deep cultural background, which we are very proud to share today. So welcome all of you, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to be here.
I now request our chief guest, Professor J.S. Guleria, to address this audience with his words of wisdom.
Of the Chess Institute, the dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. I was rather surprised when Dr. Gaur asked me, or I read in the card that I had to speak something. I really didn't know what to say, but I thought I will now speak to you something about the scientists who are present on the dais and also those who are associated with this function. Dr. Vishwanathan, I knew him since long and am able to work with him. And I came in contact with Professor Vishwanathan in 1963 when we organized the 7th Congress, International Congress of Chest Diseases. It was held in Delhi in the month of February. It was the first international congress which was organized in India. And it was held the newly constructed Vigyan Bhavan. And I was given the responsibility of the projection arrangements. And I was associated very closely with very high important persons, both from the national and international levels. I learned the various intricacies and the politics of organizing a conference. And I also learned how much financial one can save from an international congress or from a national congress. Dr. Vishwanathan was a very shrewd person, and whatever he aimed, he always tried to achieve that. I was also once examiner with him in this very place as external examiners in the postgraduates. The students were often terrified whenever they heard Professor Vishwanathan is examiner. Well, he used to go to very minute details, finding out localized crepitations, localized angles of the nail and so on, which now are almost forgotten things, and we don't really bother to ask the student these days. But one thing which perplexed me, because after he retired, Dr. Vishwanathan a little bit got separated from this institute in a sense that he made a foundation called ABC, Asthma Bronchitis Cancer Foundation, Allied Foundation of India, and he managed to get a plot of land allotted in South Delhi, a very good plot, where he wanted to start it, or has started, the Institute of Chest Disease, or the Chest Hospital. Now this is still there. There was a problem in between. Some members, you all know there is always tussle who can take it over, who can grab it. There was a fellow who then wanted to put in money. He was a businessman, and he said he will make it, but his name should be associated with that. And of course, it didn't materialize, and some members objected to it. But anyway, the whole thing little bit died down, and even the ABC, which used to be written as Islam Foundation, started being written in very small letters, A, B, C, which you can hardly read there. The land is there, very small building is there, being run by just a little bit here and there. Why I am mentioning it here, perhaps it is a time that the faculty of the Patel Chess Institute and the director can do something about it. They can negotiate with the ABC, whoever the members are there, and can try to find out if that place can be taken over and made another center at that place. An extension of the Vallabhbhai Patel Chess Institute. It is one of the finest land which is situated in South Delhi, and probably you will have another campus which will be attached to this place. The only thing is there that you have to really put in a hard work to do that. I am very sure in this situation you have a very dynamic person, not that he is praising me, so I am praising him. A very dynamic person as a chairman of your governing body, Professor P.N. Tandon. Well, I must say that he is a man of great humility, which I will just mention to you, you will see how it is. And he is one of the greatest neurosurgeons the country ever has produced, let me tell you this. And the person after he retired, he never practiced. Probably he would have minted any amount of money, but he dedicated his life to the national cause, running certain